Hello, everybody, and welcome to Athletic Definition, hosted by me, Coach Ray Z. And today is Merry Fitness Day 15 out of 31. Thank you, and thank you, everybody, for joining me in the audience, in the simulcast, and on the stream. I really appreciate you being here. Uh, Today, to show you some things, well, I'm going to show you two tips, two workouts that you can do with kettlebells. Really, it's a warm up, and depending on the weight that you use, it could also be a actual workout. Um, but kettlebells is probably one of my favorite workout toys, and a lot of people probably don't use it like with all the different variety that there is. I feel that probably most people who use it are probably doing the swing. And if you don't know what the swing is, you could pretty much YouTube it. Maybe it's probably like the most common kettlebell exercise. But thank you so much. It's been an exciting 15 days with filled with Christmas puns and just busy, busy, busy as we get closer and closer. Uh, in the fortune cookie, I went ahead and placed my website and then also my YouTube link where I show one of the exercises that I'm going to demonstrate to you with a kettlebell last year for the Mary Fitness series that I started. So I'm trying to think how can I still do it every day, yet at the same time uh, get some well-deserved time and provide entertainment to everybody. And then some of the things that you can do pre-recorded, you definitely can't do live. So I thought about it, and my show will always be evolving. So next year, what I plan to do is I will go live 5 days out of the week, and then the other two, what I will do is pre-record it, kind of like what you see on the YouTube. That way, I can still try and get fancy with edits, even though I'm still learning. And earlier, I am like, this is episode, I believe, number 56. And if you're watching now, you see the light getting brighter because I still make rookie mistakes. Earlier, I forgot to unmute. So I was talking for a good maybe 3 minutes and I was muted. Still learning, still making rookie mistakes. I appreciate everyone listening in and showing support. I have now reached 33 countries, 33 states in the United States. So thank you, everybody. The most recent one, I believe, was Nevada, and I can't remember the other two. And countries as well. Every day I check, it keeps growing. So recently had Spain. So thank you, Spain, to whoever's listening out there. I hope you enjoy it. And let's give you what you came here for. Let's give you the Christmas pun. Do you guys know what the most popular Christmas carol in the desert is? I'll give you a minute. It is "O Camel Faithful." And as I said, the puns don't get any better, but they're Christmas puns. They're not supposed to be good. Just kind of like our outfits or the ugly sweaters that kind of caught on. So let me show you the outfit of today. It says, "Please Santa, stop here." It's a little long sleeve, and I got this beanie. I did wear it the other day, but if you go like this, it shows something else. So today I'm going with a fa la 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 la. And let me show you. Let's see how this works. I haven't really tried this too much, but let's see here. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera around really quick. Oh no, it's this way. All right, and let me turn with my other lights and see if that helps here. All right, so I believe you can see me from here. Yes, perfect. Let me back it up one more bit here. All right, so what I'm going to show you is with a kettlebells. Now, I've talked about this before. What I love about kettlebells and also the drawbacks to kettlebells. The drawback is that if you want variety, you're going to have to buy quite a few, unless you buy those kettlebells that it's you just turn the knob and it changes weight. Which I've only like felt them at the store, but there's some dumbbell versions of it, and I'm just not a fan of those. I like the kettlebell. And so just like, for example, if I show you here, I got two 10-pound kettlebells, and with two count, like, with one, you can do an exercise, but I like to have a pair because then you can do even more exercises. Then the problem is, well, you only have tens. And just like with any other free weight dumbbells or Olympic plates, you want to have matching pairs. And then you get 15 and so on and so on. And, I also have dumbbells. Some things you can do with dumbbells more effectively. What I mean by things is exercises. And for me, some are more effective with kettlebell. With kettlebell, I seem to feel like, especially when I first started doing them, where you can actually feel like where you're weak and have like inconsistencies in strength, and it helps with that. So I'll show you what I mean, what you can do with some and some with others. So with a kettlebell, and you can do this with one if you only have one, or if you have two. But I think most people just know the swing. That's the most popular kettlebell, I think, probably exercise. But this is a great one right here. And basically, you can do this as a warm up. And when you warm up, it's warming up your shoulders, your hips, your abdomen. Or if you start getting into heavier weight with a kettlebell, it can just be more of an actual workout than an actual warm up. But with very lightweight, you're just passing the kettlebell around. You do it like 8 to 10 times, and that's it. Then you reverse it. And so this is a great warm up. A lot of people are trying different ways to warm up, and a lot of people don't train with kettlebells. So try this. If you have any kettlebells, maybe I know for a long time, the reason I got into kettlebells, I used to go out with a girl and she had kettlebells at her house and she didn't really know how to use them. So I just kind of started playing with them, doing, basic stuff. And I'm like, I want to learn more. So that one is a great one. Like I said, if you go with higher weight, uh, it is actually a workout, but if you go lower weight, it's a nice warm up. So that is one. I can't think of the name. I'm freezing. But if you click on the fortune cookie, I show the demonstration at the beach. That was last year, and the actual technical name, which is like it's something like the turnaround or the the pullover. The basic name, basically, of what you're doing. So the other one, actually, I'll use the same thing. This one, so that one I'm kind of showing you like if you don't have two kettlebells. So these are the two things that you can do with kettlebells that maybe you don't know of. The other one is you can do it with one kettlebell. If you have two, for me, I think it's even better. And this is the comparison between a dumbbell and a kettlebell. So this one, you get the kettlebell and you turn it bottoms up. And then you don't let your arm go to the left or to the right or forward or back. You control the weight. Now, the most important thing you want to do here, well, anytime, actually, let me go backwards. Anytime you pick up weight, you want to be mindful. It doesn't matter how light it is. It's always when you're doing some little thing that you weren't expecting that you end up hurting your back. It's usually not on the main lift. So please be mindful when you pick up weight or put it down. So what you want to do is you put the kettlebell upside down, bottoms up, and then set your timer on your watch, on your phone for 1 minute. And the key is to really breathe and focus on the core while you're doing it. Now, if you have two, it is even, for me, like more effective and more of a challenge. And at first my arms wanted to kind of start going like this, and you'll start to feel it. You'll start to feel the control of the arms, of the weaknesses, of holding up the weight. And as I mentioned, the same thing. If you want to kind of make it more intense, or if you're a really big guy, these are 15s, and you can go up and up. And this is a great way to work your abs and not have to lay down on the ground. So today I demonstrated two things that you can do with kettlebells that you don't even have to get on the ground. Like, which I don't know. Maybe there's some people who hate doing sit-ups, and if you kind of look at the exercise, sit-ups aren't even the most effective. So if you want to work on your abs, you maybe have minimal space where you can't even do sit-ups. Those bottom ups, reversed, upside down, kettlebells. That's a great way to do it. Now, what I mentioned about the dumbbell, imagine trying to do that with a dumbbell. It's just not the same. I think you're working more of your wrist, and if you have bad wrist, it's not going to feel good. But you definitely can't do the same comparison. Me, I like jujitsu, and in jujitsu, grips are important. So this is actually working more of your grip strength as well. So if you do any sort of martial arts like judo or jujitsu, as you can see, that's just helping your grip strength because as you're holding it as well, you're using your grip. So that's another thing that maybe people aren't aware of that it's helping you. And I have more things on kettlebells, but I only wanted to show two today, just to kind of give people an idea of the possibility of kettlebells. I had I'm trying to remember. I've had over 50 guests now, so my apologies if I forget. I think his name, yeah, Ryan. Ryan, he's a certified kettlebell coach. I'm certified kettlebell as well, but I brought him on and we were talking. And basically, when you go to the gym, these are like a novelty item. Most people don't use them, don't know how to use them. They go through trends, they start getting popular, and then they don't get popular. And really, from the history, from what I know, is these were kind of created in the beginning, to measure food when people would, like I believe in Russia, they would like use it as a counterweight. So that's how you knew how much something weighed when you bought it. It would be a counterweight, and that family would use these, and they would have games when they got together, like at family reunions. And they started doing games with kettlebells, and then at some point, now I can't think of the city, it kind of started turning more into like Olympics and sports, and then the evolution has gone on. And there's only I think Pavlik, and man, I can't remember the other guy, but he's an American. He's been doing kettlebell for so long. He's one of the guys that I'm always learning from, and also the Kettlebell Kings because I have my certification through Living Fit on kettlebells. So just give you a little bit of background. I'm trying to give people different ideas for themselves or for someone who is working out. We're living in the era of the home gym, so a lot of people are looking for different tools, different ways to stay in shape for themselves and for family members. If you're looking now, here is another negative, but it's nothing. It's not the kettlebell's fault, but this pretty much happened with the weights. When the pandemic happened, the home gym era started, and the weight prices went up. So weights are more expensive now than they were, and per pound. Even if you go to some of the big stores, I've mentioned before that there was price gouging going on, like on Craigslist and OfferUp for weights. And I think that some of the big companies finally caught on, so they raised their prices. So now when you used to be able to go to the stores, and when they weren't sold out, because I remember waiting in line, trying to get like a weight that I wanted, and uh, they just didn't have them. It wasn't easy, and then they raised the prices. So going into the store wasn't any better than buying it off someone in OfferUp. I would say that's probably like a drawback. Weights are more expensive. I don't know if it's gotten better now since production. I mean, I had weights and kettlebells before, but I like variety. It's like I like different workout toys, and I like to test them out, and then I like different weights, and also not just for myself, but for my clients, because you know everyone is stronger and weaker in different places, and I need to be able to have uh, what they need so I can help them reach their goals. So thank you everybody for joining. This has been Mary Fitness episode what 15 out of 31. For I know a lot of you are just listening in, so if you want to watch it, please check the replay out. That will be available immediately on Fireside, and then later on it'll be out everywhere else. The only other two places you can see it will be YouTube and Spotify. But besides that, it'll be available here. So some of these things probably won't make sense if you don't watch it. So I highly recommend to watch this episode if you want to see these kettlebell exercises. Or you can click on the fortune cookie. On the fortune cookie, it shows the YouTube and it shows the pass around, which is a very basic workout or warm up. Um, like I said, just depending on the weight. And I will be coming back to you every day for the remainder of the holidays, trying to bring you some Merry Fitness tips, also bring you inspirational guests, trying to keep your spirits bright. I started this a year ago because Christmas wasn't going to be the same. People weren't going to spend it with their families like before because we were all locked down. And I was a little bit sad. So I'm like, what can I do to spread the holiday cheer? And at the same time, it kept me busy. It kept me entertained. I learned a lot about lighting, editing, and a lot of people just said they liked it. And then as it evolved, I started adding Christmas puns. And every day I show you a different outfit. So you can go back and check out and be like, wow, this guy, he really isn't lying. He does have 31 outfits. And when I say 31 outfits, I mean from shorts to sweats to suits to vests to sweaters to beanies to underwear to socks. I could be that guy that dresses at Christmas all year round. I'm trying not to turn into him, but I think I'm on my way. I was watching Apple TV. You get it free when you bought a phone last year, so I upgraded to the iPhone 12, and so I got Apple TV, and right now they're showing this movie about some Christmas guy who was actually the federal government does not allow him to set up Christmas decorations. He starts setting up typically in like September, and he had like buses coming in. I didn't get to finish watching it. I have to go back and watch it, but I'm like, wow, I definitely don't want to be that guy. People think he's crazy. From what I saw, he's like a lawyer, so I guess he used that a lot to push it around, and he sued the city he was going to because he was trying to say that they didn't want him to decorate his house because they were like anti-Christian, but really it was just because like according to what I saw, it's just causing the nuisance of all this traffic coming into the neighborhood, and so it's interesting. But yeah, I guess everything you can go too far, but I love Christmas and I really love the tacky outfit. So I hope you enjoy. I hope this at least can turn your frown upside down. If you really, really are depressed, please seek professional help and please go out, hang out with your loved ones if you can, if whatever uh, is allowed in your state and wherever you are, and if you can, uh, I recently, I think what last Tuesday, went to bury my cousin. So if you have a loved one, a family member, someone you haven't talked to in a long time, maybe there's something you need to say, reach out. There's no guarantee that we're going to see tomorrow, so I leave you with this. If you're thinking about working out, if you're thinking about a New Year's resolution, there is no time like the present, but bump to get started. So thank you everybody for joining. My name is Coach Ray Z. This has been Mary Fitness Extravaganza, day 15 out of 31, athletic definition, and I will see you tomorrow with Mary Fitness, day 16 out of 31. You never know who will join me or what tip I will have for you. Thank you everybody for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning, night, wherever you may be.